It's hard when you think someone is on your side, but they're not. When you believe someone's a friend, but they betray you, some people would turn you into monsters, creatures, just to serve their own twisted goals. Stay good, no matter what. Hold on, no matter how dark things get. But really, how important is a mother? When a mother disappears from a home, everything falls apart. That's how it's always been. Sometimes the mother becomes the father too. And the father ends up taking on a mother's role. Some kids even have to grow up too fast, becoming the parents themselves. But nothing compares to the warmth of a real mother. Still, sometimes it's the very ones who should protect us who bring us harm for their own selfish reasons. Hello to everyone watching this channel. I want to share the story of my childhood. What happened to me after I lost my mother. But since I was young when it happened, had been orphaned too. So to help you understand, I'm Emily, and this is my story. Emily? Your brother's still not back? I sent him to sell the chickens ages ago. I even finished chopping firewood, but still no sign of him. He's not home yet, Dad, but I saw him earlier. He left with his friend Carlos. Figures. Those two probably went off drinking again. I swear, your brother's turning into a drunk just like your uncle's. Check down by the beach. That's probably where they're hanging out. Put on a hat though, it's still hot out. Yes, Dad, I'll go look for him now. I walked quickly toward the shore that afternoon. It wasn't far from our house. Even before I reached the beach, I could already hear shouting, like people were fighting. When I peeked over the ridge, I saw why. Go on, hit me again. I'll drown you in the water if I have to. Ah, that hurts. Come on, you gonna fight back? I'll knock you down again. Let's see you try to get up after this. It was my brother, fighting again. I knew he'd be in trouble once Dad found out. I didn't stick around. I ran straight home, cutting across the dry, empty fields. Ever since Mom died, it felt like everything at home had been falling apart. There were only 3 of us left, but it felt crowded in the worst way. My brother, Julio, was always drunk. And when he came home, he'd argue with Dad. Sometimes they'd even hit each other. They wouldn't speak for days after. But somehow Dad would always be the first to forgive. Still, it kept happening. Over and over. Sometimes, when Julio got angry, I became his target. Of course, I'd cry. And then I'd get yelled at for crying too much. Like it was my fault. Like I wasn't allowed to be upset. One time, I stubbed my toe on a rock while running. Ow, my foot. Ah, stupid rock. Hey, Emily, slow down, kiddo. You'll hurt yourself running like that. Why are you in such a rush? It was Grandpa Dean. Grandpa, it's Julio. He's fighting again down by the beach. He's with Carlos. Ah, that boy. Always starting trouble. Go home. I'll go check on them. Yes, Grandpa. They're down that way. Grandpa Dean went to break up the fight. But instead of going home, I sneaked back. I wanted to see if he could actually stop them. But things got worse. I gasped as I watched one of the men punch Grandpa Dean so hard, he nearly fell into the water. Luckily, Carlos caught him just in time. I ran again, this time all the way home. Dad was outside chopping wood when he saw me. Did you find your brothers? Did he scare you again? Is that why you're running? Dad, it's Julio. He's fighting down by the beach. Damn it. Stay here. I'm going. Dad, wait. Why are you bringing the machete? Are you gonna hurt him? Please don't. Kid, come on. I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm grabbing leaves for the chicken coop too, so the birds don't get too hot. Just stay put and start the riso. Kiss, Dad. Later, while I was cooking, I heard yelling outside. Julio was back and drunk again. Same old story. All you do is nag, Dad. Sermon after sermon. I'm sick of it. Mom was better at this when she was alive. But don't worry. When I finally kill that monster, when I find the thing that killed her, I'll change. I promise I'll change. Why wait for a monster, Julio? You could change right now. Stop drinking. Stop wasting your life. Why did the Aswang have to take Mom? Why not someone else? We miss you so much, Mom. Julio, enough. You'll scare your sister. I wanted to cry hearing him talk like that. Julio wouldn't stop until he broke something. He sent me to pick molungai leaves for his cuts. Even when I told him to stop drinking and fighting, he didn't listen. That night, at least, dinner was quiet. No fighting. Just the kind of silence Mom used to call when angels pass by. I thought maybe Julio was finally calming down. I had just climbed into bed when someone knocked at the door. Who's there? It's 10 at night. Who's knocking? Dad, who is it? I asked nervously. I don't know. Stay inside. Don't you dare come out. I nodded and climbed back onto the bed, hugging my pillow. Dad opened the door, machete in hand. Who are you? Speak up. Please, do you have any bread? Just a little. I'm so hungry. It was a girl, dirty, disheveled, trembling. Dad let her in and gave her food. I crept to the door and whispered to Julio, Is she crazy? What if she hurts us? She looks too weak to hurt anyone. Just stay close to me, okay? We watched as the girl ate like she hadn't eaten in days. She burped loudly, then smiled. Thank you. I'm full. I'm gonna sleep now. Dad and Julio helped her to a bed. She fell asleep instantly. I whispered to Julio, She's actually pretty, if you look past all the dirt. I went to bed thinking about her, wondering who she really was and why she ended up like that. When I woke up the next morning, the girl was gone. Papa, Kuya Karding fell from the kasoy tree. They carried him to Grandpa. Poor Kuya. Did he get really hurt? I think his arm or hand broke, Papa. I'm not sure. But you know what Awing Pilar said? She said that kasoy tree is cursed. Papa, why would she say that? It's not like the kasoy pushed him down. Uyahul even scolded me for answering back to her. He said he'll tell you, Papa. Just let it go, Anak. Awing Pilar must have just been scared. It's natural. Come on, clean yourself up and eat early. I'll put some pasao leaves on your forehead so your fever goes down. Wait a bit. I'll get you a basin with warm water. Wait for me in your room, okay? I nodded weakly and walked slowly into my room. Even though I wanted to lie down so badly, I didn't. When Papa came back with the basin of warm water, I forced myself to wash up. I closed my eyes tightly because of what Papa said. Mama and I used to love swimming together. Maybe you're wondering what happened to my mama. They said an Aswang killed her. Papa told me no one really saw what happened. It was supposed to happen at her cousin's house, her cousin who was about to give birth. Papa was sick that time, so Mama had to go alone. That night, I had a fever. I thought I was dreaming when I heard the howls of dogs. Then the cold wind blew through the house. Then I heard rustling sounds. I got up and stepped out. Papa, Papa, wake up. I think there's something outside. What is it, Anak? What did you hear? There's something rustling by the head of the house. I can't explain it, but I'm scared. All right, Anak, stay inside. I'll check outside. Go back to your room, okay? Then I heard him yell. Hoy, what are you doing here? Are you planning to eat my child? Come on then, let's see who wins. There was something outside. I ran to the window to peek. At first, I saw nothing but darkness. But when my eyes adjusted, I saw Papa's back, holding his machete, ready to strike. I couldn't see who he was talking to, but then I heard it. The growl, like a dog's. Then Papa moved fast, dodging. A dog leapt at him from the side. It was pitch black, not too big, but it sounded furious. Papa swung his blade left and right. I won't back down, Hoy. You think you're brave? Let's see. The dog leapt again. I saw Papa thrust his arm. He didn't hit it fully, but I knew he wounded it. I heard the painful cry of the creature, but it still managed to run away into the darkness. Come back here if you dare. I'll finish you off. Papa turned to me. Isabel, Anak, you can sleep well now. Nothing's going to bother you. Papa, you're amazing. I saw you from the window. So it was a dog making the noise. It wasn't just any dog. It was an Aswang. But don't be scared, Anak. Papa won't let anything happen to you. Now go to bed. Tay, Sabel, I'm home. Open the door. It was Kuya Ho. He just got home. Stay here, Anak. I'll let him in. I'm okay, Papa. I don't feel sick anymore. It's late, Anak. Talk to your brother tomorrow. Get back to bed so you'll get well soon. I didn't argue. I really wanted to get better so I could swim in the sea. The next morning, I woke up to the smell of delicious food. I jumped out of bed, fixed my blanket, and ran outside. Just like the other day, I saw Kuya Ho cooking. Oh, look who's finally awake, our little princess. Feeling better? Papa said we're going to the beach. Kuya, are you sick? You're working so early. Ha! Look who's teasing now. And when I tease you back, you cry. Good thing I'm in a good mood. You got sick yesterday, didn't you? Or were you scared of what happened to Kuya Carding? Or maybe Aling Pilar scared you? Kind of. A bit of everything. How's Kuya Carding? Is he okay now? Not really. His arm's broken. But good thing it wasn't worse. He could have been crushed. Poor guy. Can we visit him later after swimming? Maybe not. Aling Pilar will be there. Never mind, huh? I giggled. Okay, Kuya. Maybe some other day. For now, let's eat. Go call Papa from the chicken coop, okay? I ran to fetch Papa, so happy. At that age, I loved having fun more than anything else. Even though I liked listening to adult conversations, I always chose laughter and play. Soon we were splashing in the sea, Papa and Kuya under the shade of trees, talking seriously. But I couldn't hear. I swam and dove like a dog, until... Boo! It's me! Gloria! I'm swimming too! She startled me so much I ran to Papa. I even tripped, but I didn't care. We all watched the unexpected new swimmer. Kuya, do you know her? How does she know where we live? She said her name is Gloria. Yes, Sabel. That's your Ate Gloria. Papa and I know her. But how? And why is she like that? Anak, listen to Papa carefully. This is a secret, okay? Don't tell anyone. Papa knelt down, took my hands, and looked serious. After hearing the whole secret, I just stared at Ate Gloria. She's so pretty, Papa. Her nose, her skin, and her hair, so long and shiny, like a fairy. Come on, Sabel. Help her bathe. Later, help her rinse too. Your mama left some new clothes you haven't used. Let's give them to her. Yes, Papa. I have lots of them. Good. Go swim now. Later, we'll grill pork for lunch. I ran back to the water, jumping and splashing without getting tired. That day was pure joy. I collapsed on my bed when we got home. Days passed happily because I had a new friend, Ate Gloria. For a child like me, with no mother or sister, she meant everything. Ate Gloria, is this enough malunggay? The higher branches are too tall. That's enough, Sabel. Let's wash it. You're lucky I'm not crazy. Now you have someone who cooks well, like Mama. Unlike your Kuyahul, who's a terrible smoker. Exactly. Even Papa cooks better than him. Hoy! Don't gang up on me. I heard that. Try cooking yourself sometime. We all laughed. Honestly, I had so much I wanted to tell Ate Gloria, especially about Aling Pilar who showed up again. It was the first time we saw her since Kuya Carding's fall. Even now, I know you already understand the situation, at least somehow. I'm telling you this because I want you to be ready for whatever might happen. Yes, I'm listening carefully to everything you're saying. You know that Gloria is just pretending to be insane, right? Because I told you, someone is hunting her, an Aswang. But the truth is, she's actually the one hunting them. She's here with us because we're the only allies she has. The reason I used to get drunk was because I was gathering information. Information about who killed our mother and our sibling. I saw it, Isabel. I saw who they were and how they killed them. Is that true, Ate Gloria? You know who killed Mom? Are they here? Yes, Sab. They're here. We see them. We talk to them. I found out when I stayed here with you who really murdered your mother. That night you fought, Dad? Was that a dog? And last night, were those the same ones? Those were just their underlings, child. The real leaders, the ones who actually killed your mother, are still around. Where do they live, Dad? Why are they back? What do they want? They want to kill your Ate Gloria because they know she recognizes them. That's why she left, pretended to be insane, and hid inside the bell tower. She knew they'd come back for her. But what they didn't know is she trained and prepared before returning here. I discovered so many truths during that time, some of which I can't even remember clearly anymore. But one thing stuck. I must not be afraid. We will fight for the life we still want to live. And we will avenge your mom. We spent the entire day preparing weapons against the Aswangs. I was amazed at how many things Ate Gloria already had stored at home. Turns out, Kua had been bringing them little by little. Remember, child, we don't know who might turn out to be our enemy. So at all times, you must always be ready. Dad, could people like Aling Pilar, Kuya Carding, or Grandpa Doroy be our enemies? Wait, why would you say that? Did you notice something strange about them? Yes, Aling Pilar. She's so mean to me when you're not around. And both she and Grandpa seem to hate Ate Gloria. Why do they look disgusted by her? But you don't. They just talk, Isabel. Unless they physically harm us, we can't attack them. Remember that. We won't act until they make the first move. We will fight only because they strike first, and we'll just defend ourselves. What about you, Ate Gloria? What do you think? I'm a hunter, Isabel. That means I kill. But I don't kill recklessly. I only go after those I catch in the act of committing evil. I don't target people based on hearsay, unless I see the wrongdoing myself. It's so hard. What if someone pretends to be an ally, but isn't? What if I think someone's a friend, but they're actually a traitor? They all exchange glances at my words. I was truly confused. I kept asking questions. I couldn't stop my mind from racing, so I kept speaking my thoughts. When night fell, the insects and crickets began their chorus. Crows flew back and forth. We ate in silence, watching every shadow. We pretended it was just another normal night. But the truth was, we were on full alert. Then we heard something, like fences breaking outside. 8. What's that? Something's being torn down. And look, the oil containers, they're already half empty. There must be a lot of them. Exactly. Get ready. Don't forget your salt and garlic. Nardo, are you still awake? Sorry to disturb you, but Carding, he's going crazy, and we can't understand why. We need extra hands to tie him down. It's really true. Aling Pilar is an Aswang. Ate Gloria didn't answer. She immediately moved to the door and pulled on the rope that ran across the ceiling beams. It was attached to something above the main door. Wait, hold on. I'll open the door for you. I ran close to Ate Gloria. I saw with my own eyes how my father collapsed as soon as he opened the door. I was about to scream, but Ate Gloria quickly covered my mouth with her hand. What we saw was horrifying. A woman who would have been beautiful if not for the wings, the fangs, and the sharp claws. It was Aling Pilar. At last, the moment I've been waiting for. So you prepared, huh? Why did you have to act so quickly, though? You really impress me, Pilar. You're so good at hiding your filth. You should have just become an actress. I know you're mocking me, Nardo, but I'll humor you. After all, this is the last time we will...
You're right. I dreamed of becoming an actress. That's why I killed your wife, Guada, and her unborn child, because I saw them as competition for beauty. I went to Manila, but no one wanted me there. People were blind. I was beautiful and talented, but no one chose me. Even my dream of having a daughter was denied to me. That's because you're wicked, Pilar, and your reason for killing is shallow. No matter what you do, you'll end up a loser. Shut up. Take that back. She lunged at my father, slapping him so hard that blood flew. She grabbed his throat, lifting him off the ground. I gasped, but Aunt Gloria pressed her hand firmly over my mouth again. Then Kuya Julio appeared from his room. Let go of my father. I'm the one you're after. Oh, the great Julio. You want me to let go of your dad? Fine, catch him then. Attack them. In an instant, Aunt Gloria released me and handed me the rope. I pulled it, and from above the door, countless pouches of salt and holy water came crashing down on Aling Pilar. The Aswangs that tried to enter screamed and scattered. My father and brother quickly regained their footing. They jumped onto the bamboo bed to avoid slipping and started striking at the Aswangs trying to rise. My father hacked at Pilar's wings while Kuya Julio clubbed at the other creatures.
Despite that, many of Pilar's followers still push through, stepping over their own kind without a care. They're pests. None of them will survive. Isabel, stay here. I'm helping out. Watch the window and shout if anything happens. Yes, Ate. Ate Gloria grabbed her unusual dagger. It looked like a cross-shaped knife. She had two of them, one smaller with a grip that fit through the hand. The moment she opened the door, she swung it. Looks like we meet again. Send my regards to Death. Let's see if you can still breathe when I cut your throat. I just watched, my head spinning. The fighting was wild. My bedroom wall even broke from the chaos. From that hole, Aling Pilar crawled in and fell at my feet. You're evil, Aling Pilar. So you're the one who killed my mom. I'll stuff your mouth with salt and garlic. That suits you better than cashew nuts. Say goodbye to life. You're nothing but a filthy Aswang. Ate Gloria pounced, stabbing her dagger into Pilar's chest, then into her stomach. The Aswang screamed a high-pitched, tortured cry. Say hello to Satan for me in hell. I'll bless you so your soul goes straight down. Is she dead, Ate? She's not moving anymore. Before the night ends, the rest of them will fall too. Come on, stand up. You do okay? These Aswangs, they really have to be killed just to make them stop. If only they lived without bothering others. None of this would have happened. That's life, Julio. It's all about choices. And one day, when you're older, you'll have to choose what kind of life you want to live. But whatever choice you make, you must always think about whether it's good for others, whether he harms anyone. My father carried me in his arms. His body was covered in cuts, especially his face, but he didn't care. I hugged him tightly, resting my head on his shoulder. He brought me to the living room and sat down on a broken bamboo bed. Underneath, half the body of an Aswang still lay, slowly disintegrating. Isabel, I'm so sorry you had to go through all this, but I promise you, I'll protect you with my life. I'll do everything to make sure you're safe. Something I failed to do for your mother. Thank you, Dad. I promise I'll always be careful so you won't have to worry so much about me. I'll boil some water, Dad. The smell and stench of these Aswangs is making me sick. I'll also brew some ginger tea. And sambong for us to wash with. Gloria, are you okay over there? She was still facing away from us, but she finally stood up. I saw her arms move to her face. We heard her sniffle. I'm okay, Nardo. Thank you for asking. It's strange. Ever since I pretended to be crazy and became a hunter, no family ever cared for me again. Turn around. Don't be shy. If we see you crying, that's fine. It's normal, especially for a woman. And thank you too, Gloria. If it was just us, we might not have made it. We set up more traps, strings of salt at the windows, ready to be pulled at any time. That night, no attack came, but we weren't prepared for the next visitor, Kuya Carding. He asked for forgiveness for what his mother did, and even he was in tears, ashamed of her actions. He decided to leave for Manila, promising to start a new life. But just as he was about to go, he came back, visibly scared, crying. He told us something chilling. The enemies wanted me. They wanted to turn me into an Aswang. They wanted to take me and make me one of them. I cried and cried. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be a monster. They all promised to protect me. They said they would give their lives for me. Ate Gloria knelt beside me. It's like a game, remember? Like what we did at the door. We'll play the game again. This time, you'll win. And so, we set up the final trap. I pretended to sleep alone in my room while Ate Gloria hid under my bed and Kuya Hul behind the curtain. The moment the Aswang broke through, I pulled the rope. Salt poured down. I splashed holy water, and Ate Gloria leapt into action with her dagger. We fought as a family. We survived, and at the end of it, the morning came. The villagers helped rebuild our house. Days passed. We visited Mom's grave together. Mom, I miss you so much. Did you know I can fight Aswangs now? I'm brave. We laughed through tears. We were still here. We were alive. Years have passed. I have my own family now. My old house has grown. Ate Gloria still lives alone. No man ever came close enough. Even fairies and spirits stay away from her. When COVID-19 came, my father Nardo peacefully passed on. We knew he was with Mom now, happy. I have 3 children. I don't tell them everything about my childhood. I don't know if it would make them happy or sad. But one day, maybe one day, I'll...